Yes, I. Bonjour, ça qu'a fait, ça passé. So, I is continuing to try to wrap this repair up. And as you can see, most of the wall is painted and there are a bunch of patches on here. That's because there's some little holes in the wall, in the plaster, the old plaster. Yes, I brah. So far it looks nice. Came out really nice. Painted the ceiling. Again, I forgot the name. I think it's file something, siete something in Creole. And I'm just trying to wrap up. Know what I mean? Yes, I brah. That's my new slogan, my new something, my new motto. Oh shit. Making accidents while making videos. Saka fet. Okay, as you can see today, I'm doing some patches on the wall because there are some little holes and little waves in the plaster. Not all of the wall is sheet rocked. Some areas are actual real plaster from way back in the early 1900s. And I refuse to take them down due to the fact that the plastered wall is like concrete and it's way better than the sheetrock. Sheetrock is nice and flat, but you got some little holes in areas like that. Oh, all my chemicals on the floor. Some messy workplace, man. Damn. You gotta cover this shit. All right. So if you look closely, you see there are some little holes, depressions in the wall. So now that's when I use my joint compound or plaster in the bag. That's Easy Sand 20, which means that in 20 minutes it's gonna dry. So that's why I use this. I man got some skills. So you just add a little bit of water to it and you mix it up. And then you take the paste and you stick it on the wall. No matter what you do, you're gonna have to do some repairs on your home. So it's better that you learn to repair your own home, because ain't nobody gonna come out here to do these like small repairs for you. The dudes only wanna come out if it's over $1,000 or $2,000, because really it's a waste of their time. And I agree. By the time you pay insurance and you pay the fellas who are going to help you do the job, it's already $1,000. So, and some of these repairs don't necessarily, you don't have to pay, you shouldn't be paying $1,000 for something like this. So maybe you could get a handyman, but that's already $300-400 right off the bat. You gotta pay for gas, you gotta pay for the guy to come over, and that's about $300. So it's best that you learn to do this shit. Pardon my nasty language. Look at the depression I'm gonna repair. It's a little hole here. It was all over the wall, and I refused to see it. Now it's very apparent with the paint. So I'm just gonna plaster it all over the wall like this. And small repairs like this are not so difficult to do. I know how to do this shit because back in the day, I used to work in that industry, home repair, and have quite a few years of experience doing basic repairs. So even I would suggest to you, before going off to your cushy job or trying to go to college and do all of this shit, you should try to do home repair and some basic construction type of work, because I used to do that. Hell, you could even be doing mechanic work. I used to do all of that shit. So that's how I save myself a lot of money and headaches. Now that I'm older, I don't really have to think too much about it, because I'm no expert, but I still know how to do one or two things on my house. So I man would recommend you take a course in construction. Maybe you could make a career out of it. I should have continued in the home construction industry, but I man didn't. It has its plus and its negatives. I still do know a lot of people in it. So, as a homeowner, you're gonna know how to do basic construction. Don't forget, this is my second house. I used to own a rental about 10 years ago, and I sold it. I used to do most of my repairs myself, because those can be very unreliable, or they just didn't want to show up in the rough neighborhoods where I used to own homes. Most of the time, most dudes in the construction industry would not show up to the inner cities. That's one point for you to remember if you do decide to go into rentals. Most men will not show up in there because it's too dangerous. And I used to do my stuff myself, because the guys would tell you flat out, I'm not showing up to that neighborhood. Or even if you own a home in a neighborhood like this, then you still gotta learn how to do your stuff. Now, so that's my little spiel for today. I'm gonna sand the wall and repaint everything on here. The closet is painted. Oh yeah, and the door, the funette. Look at how I don't know if you can see it. I put 2 coats of paint on here. No, 2 coats of the primer, and it looks like it's stuck. So then I put the top coat, which is this right here. Let me show you the primer. I bought a cheaper primer this time around, and it's called multi-surface primer by Behr. Where the hell is it? B-E-H-R. Behr. Yeah, Behr. B-E-H-R. Behr. Multi-surface primer, because the other one was getting too expensive and I ran out of it. And that's how you pronounce the word beer. This paint right here, not beer, beer, like a beer. And then this is the paint I want to talk about, which is on the trim. It's called door and trim paint by Glidden. It's a very good paint. I had some decent experiences with it. And so that's why I am going to recommend it to you as well for the door and trim. Look how nice it came out. Nice and smooth. It's a very thick paint. épais. It's a gel paint. Good for the door and the trims. See how nicely, you see how beautiful the trims came out. Nice trim, nice and white. Nice. The door also nice and bright white. Nice door trim, gliding. That's the only thing I use. Also, I use it outside as well. It says interior, exterior. All right, so that's the interim. That's the interim video. Once I sand this all down, I'm gonna paint it up and put the molding on. And I might make a last video, know what I mean? For my 1 or 2 fans I got out here. And again, learn to do some construction. Home ownership is very expensive and very time consuming. So you might save a lot of money by doing your own sheetrock, your own painting, your own boiler maintenance, and all of the rest. Know what I mean? Yes, I. All right, let me switch over into the little Creole that I know. Bonjour, bon après-midi. Moi, je dis autres, moi, je fais une vidéo, les me presque fini. Et puis, je dis à moi-même, car ça, c'est vidéo à moi-même promettre pour ça. Parce que, le presque fini là, ça m'a dit que c'est que, comme ça, on y peut connaître comment pour, ouais, pas ouais, car you, parce que, en l'Amérique même, c'est bien ça qui vient. Si vous pas à faire rien sur caillou là même, pour qu'il n'y pour qu'à payer autant d'argent, l'argent est au copain. Je vais toujours dire sur copain parce que il y a parti mon pas copain qui ça m'a dit qui ça m'a parlé à même. C'est pour chi. Je vais dire est au copain. Si nous pouvons acheter un bug, un petit nom pour venir n'importe qui fait ou ouais pas ouais sur caillou. Non me lave qui veut ou dépasser plus qui $1,100. Et puis chaque temps c'était si pour mon gentil bitin. Il pas si posé cher comme ça. Mais c'est dans mes week. On y comprend si mon ani insurance, on y non pour payer. Et puis mon d'accord et puis yo, si nous pour sortir quitter caillou même, aller dire voiture, faire tout bité comme ça, on y pour faire l'argent, c'est pas 500 qui si bien il pas sorti pour 500, si il sorti pour 1,100. Or be 1,500, mon obili comment pour dire 1,500 en créole. Ou copain. Comme on t'a dit, les montagnes anti-rental calwe pour moun. Mon t'a manger tout petit carrément parce que avant monter aller à ces trois voyants l'office mon t'a fait construit, mon t'a fait mon t'a travaillé en industrie construit caille. C'est comme ça, moi, connaître comment on faire un détibité à ce cas moi-même. Et puis, je dis, regardez qui ça, il fait mon bon parce que moi, pas ni pour qu'à chaque temps, qu'il y ait un homme ou des femmes pour venir manger quand même, ça fait pour moi. Seul temps moi que cuire un homme c'est lait. Moi passe à faire et puis mon panier outils équipement pour faire ces ouais pas oui fixer manger. Oui. Quand manger quand même en Amérique pour ça fait on l'orange en ça mais ini ça c'est habité mon café encore. Mon café pour comment même mais pas café pour moi. Bon, ça m'en voulait dire que on va décider pour aller coller, je vais essayer ça considérer car travail en dedans industrie construction construit caille faire bâti caille considérer ça du cas payer bon là même peut-être où ça tape où ça pour knowledge là et puis aller à différents pays et puis faire même travail là. Ah ben, bon, moi tourner moi. Je vais dit qu'on avant quitter sa chaise là parce qu'ils sont pas niveau pièce. Morceau région ça par niveau. Ah ben, comme je dit, comment mon petit cadre là. Et puis parti là, mon bail des primer, des canisol primer, et puis mon mettais toupie petit c'est ça, il y a quoi door and trim paint. C'est ça mon cas gagné in the interior exterior gel paint. Regardez comment il sorti blanc. Et puis ça, c'est un primer, comme je dit, on toujours qu'à prime, mettez prime, beer prime, on toujours qu'à avant mon petit way toupie primer, mon mettre primer premier, et puis deuxième ou troisième, mon mettre ça. Gliding interior exterior gel paint. Si ça mon mettre sur toupie, comme ça, il y a des belles. Ici on petit qui est épais. Il est épais. Ouais, et puis il a glissé là. Ça a glissé. Quand il a des belles, il a resté sous sabon. Il a clé, oui. Oui. Oh ben, bon, je tourne tout moi pour ça, ouais. Tout l'histoire va là, mon café là, dans ce chambre là. Peut-être moi qui fais une vidéo là, mon fini. Mais c'est comme ça qu'il a gardé. Tout ça, c'est travail moi-même. Faut moi un des moins. Là, il moi qui commencé, mais échappé. Et puis, moi, je passe au là hier. Oh, ben, ça, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Hein. C'est bon. Peut-être moi qui fais une dernière vidéo là. Je passe ça. On passe ça. Moi, je passe ça. Oh, ben, ça, c'est tout plus tard.